Hello, hello. Welcome to Bunny Love 444. How does it go? What's up, Buttercup? Trying to get logged in. It's 90 degrees out. It's just like, whoa. All right, so let's get the heart chakra in sync going because we do everything from unconditional love. Today is day 29 for the sacred transformation, and this is the divine path. And on this divine path, we're going to do our reading, but we're also, there's something else that I'm being called to do. And as you can see, the picture that is up, it's the frequencies, it's the balancing, it's the vitality of things. And today also is a very significant day. So I will bring that up when they are called to bring it up, but yeah, it's like, I don't know how to explain it. They're saying, don't say nothing yet, just wait until we get done with the reading, and then the end message is very significant to any and all when it comes to the frequencies or the 444 or 40 or 440 hertz and 432 hertz. Okay, it's all a significance of tonight's message when it comes to the healing, to the growing, to the understanding. Yeah, and as you can see, we're doing the protection because a lot of people didn't have protection. A lot of people didn't have somebody that they could go to and talk to. So that's what I'm being guided to say right now. So some for you, some for me. And we will get the Mediterranean sage to cleanse our clarity so that we get the clear messages coming through. There we go. All right. So, as all of you know, kind of keep you up to date, but I will give you the end messages and everything when it comes into the end part of this reading. So please stick around. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and the little notification bell so you know when I go live. Don't forget to share the content so that we can get it around to the people who need the healing, because the transformation is a big part of your life to have a greater understanding. Okay, so let's get a drink and then let's get on our way. All right, so what is the card for today? What is the card for today? Ooh, we have 24, focus, north, and white. Okay, so this is about being able to truly focus on your divine path and come into that healing, because that's that freedom and liberation, right? It's about being able to get the divine messages, being able to trust and believe. A lot of you can be seeing 333. Okay, very, very, very significant when it comes to, changes, career, focusing, finances, and just having that freedom and liberation. But it's like your focus comes from your intent, and it's the intent to heal, the intent to be able to focus on what has torn you apart so that you can be able to mend and forgive so that you can have your success, right? It's basically, it's coming through your integrity of who you are, of knowing your purpose, knowing where you belong, knowing what you are to be co-creating. Okay, so what do we need to know for with that message that makes us realize, what makes us realize, look, it makes us realize that we are balanced with the dark nights of the shadow to our love and light, right? Because this one is 32 wisdom, north and white. This is 15 transformation, west and black. So with this coming in, it's like You need to be able to trust the innocence of who you are. You need to be able to make the transformation and get rid of the things that are no longer serving you. It's like holding that stuff in is really putting a damper on who you are. It has isolated you for so long. It has made you misunderstand things in the world, okay? And it's made it so that you didn't grow. But when it breaks down to it, this breaks down to 56, and 56 is all about that divine path. So we have today, which is the 29th of the sacred transformation, and this. So this is 1111. Okay, so a lot of you are in this pleasant stillness right now because you're already being linked to your twin flames. You're already being linked to that forever partner because for the longest time, like I said, you've been isolated. You've been addicted to the process, the way things are working, the way your life is going, what you need to do, what you need to overcome. And Father's saying, listen, balance that out, make the transformation, and you will have that true reflection of yourself, right? And it's like the more you do it, it's like I'm hearing the early hours, the early hours. Okay. So the more that you come into this transformation using your wisdom, you're going to have new beginnings that come out. Okay. So 665 is really significant right now. So that's about being abundant. That's about being abundant. It's about the power of the transformation. It's like because we have white, black, white, right? It's knowing that we are continuously being guided by a force, which is our Father, or which is the universe, the creator, however you resonate with it. But they are helping you be able to transform who you are so that you are no longer filled with that terror, so that you are getting the wisdom and turning that wisdom into knowledge to be every part of everything and taking the first steps to stand in your power and be able to work and co-create with the universe. Because for so long you have been this empty being, right? You've been cold and isolated. You've been cold and isolated. So what do we need to work on most coming into the adulthood? What do we need to work on most coming into the adulthood, Father? Yeah, there we go. Them inner childhood wounds, okay? This is number 33, aspiration, north and white. Okay, this is the master teacher coming in and saying, listen, you have ancient power because this is ancient, right? This is the symbolization for birth, rebirth, okay? And you have this type of gentleness within you. And you have the capacity to show your ability to be able to trust. Okay. It's being aware of who you are, it's being aware of your surroundings, it's being aware that you have that ancient wisdom and knowledge as an adult to be able to grow and stop putting that fence up around your heart, stop barricading that heart, stop barricading your feelings, stop putting a ceiling on your feelings, right? Because you need to be able to move freely just like the deer does. Okay, you need to be able to move freely. So if something is coming at you, instead of just sitting there and being like, okay, yeah, I'm going to let it hit me. Yeah, I'm going to let it, keep tearing me down. It's like, no, keep your heart open and keep moving freely through you. Okay. Because by doing that, you become a force to be reckoned with because you have made the transformation and you're very wise about what you need to do. Right. Because without that balance between the physical and the spiritual, there is no balance. It's like, yeah, and divine masculine just came through right now, but it's like the master teacher is trying to show you to be that quiet architect, to build your life up. Let people see all around you that with you trusting and believing and taking the responsibility to do this, it's like, let them see the hard work. Thanks for the confirmation. Let them see the hard work, because spiritually and physically, they're going to see in the world how you have overcome things, how you have become strong, how the difficult to aspire without judgment is very balanced within you now, because it's like you're coming from a higher consciousness, you're coming from a higher power, and it's like you're mastering the steps of that self-discovery of who you are, so that you can take the final steps into what you are already linked into with the universe, that becomes that beautiful frequency, right? And it becomes that frequency to where you are healing and using your stories to be able to heal, right? Yeah, because it's like when I'm hearing from the master teacher, when the deer is sitting in front of the remnants of the ancient masters, okay, the thing is that means that they know that they are protected. They know that they're in their consciousness. They know that they are aware, and they have great consideration for all directions of what they're doing and all choices that they're making. And it's just, their life is free flowing, right? It's free flowing. And when it's free flowing, it's like that process of aspiration just significantly ignites. So what are they out of balance of, Father? What are they out of balance? Yeah. You're out of balance when it comes to your emotions and time. Okay. So this is number 35, time, east, and yellow. So what this is saying, it's like you are out of balance of the time. You're out of balance when you become, I'm hearing when you're being able to come to the treetops. The thing is you are entangled in a lot of things. You are obsessed with time. You are obsessed with routine. You are obsessed with all these things. And you're obsessed with these things that you want to explore, right? But the thing is are you taking time for you? Are you really balancing your emotions? Are you really being ready for that new beginning to come? Because it's like the person of power arranges time, right? But when it comes to the spiritual world, time is fluid. Time does not exist. Our watch is completely different from our Father's watch, right? It's like you learn to play with time, you learn to play with the existence of the different dimensions, you learn how to co-create and interact. But it's, I'm hearing something about finding Venus at the lowest part of the sky, and that plays a significant part, because it's like when you get hungry, you feed yourself, right? When you get thirsty, you make sure you got a drink, right? It's like, when are you going to be abundant and take the time to do the work in you, to be able to heal, to be on that divine path that is showing you that this frequency is a beautiful melody that plays in our life, right? But some of you are on that continuous course of crash, 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 while others of you are in that transit of the stars, and you're like, how the stars rotate, and the planets rotate and the axles spin, right? It's like, be aware of everything that you do. Your time is valuable when it comes to this 3D playground called Earth. Okay, it's the Earth matrix. Your time is important when it comes to this, because Father doesn't give us a lot of time to be able to propel to places on our spiritual journey. Okay, because a lot of people are distracted, a lot of people are stuck in their emotions, and it's like, how many of you can say when you go to the ocean, you feel at peace just hearing the sounds and seeing the reflection on the ocean, because it's the ocean of emotions, right? So you go there and you think peacefully of what's going on. That's that gentleness within you. It's about being able to put the limits on any type of judgments, because people are so prone to judge people without even knowing them. People are so prone to, like, stand before somebody and ridicule them, cut them down to empower themselves. But the thing is where's the consideration of all your choices? Where's the consideration of that wisdom? Where's that consideration of that transformation? Because thou shalt not judge, right? It should be a force to be reckoned with. Instead of being able to judge people, you should have that strength and that force of manifesting your passions, standing in your power by naming your act of power. What is the name of your act of power? What do you call it? Do you have a name for it? No, because a lot of people don't understand the force of it, right? So this is where you have to have that understanding in order to have that freedom and liberation. It's like you have to make that transformation to be that force to be reckoned with. And the knowledge and the wisdom that you get from the master teacher, like I said, it's that process of aspiration, of truly seeing your life choices. And your life choices are going to determine how your path goes. And it's going to determine, are you going to go off on your path and go pick berries and try to make a humble pie? Because the thing is if you're not doing the accomplishments of working on self in the physical and spiritual, it's like you're wasting your time. It's like trying to find the top of the tree while you're stuck in all these roots, right? While you're obsessed with something, okay? A lot of you, I'm getting right now, a lot of you are so obsessed with certain things, but you're not obsessed with the time that you are taking from you to have that better abundance, to have that better understanding, to stand in that power, knowing that your time depends on you. Okay. When you value your time and the things that you are doing by working, on yourself and really making that time to a range of standing in your power, it's like, this force can be shaped, right? Just like energy, and energy is a ball of energy of, the different elements and everything else. And it's like you feel like you're constantly swimming entangled in these deep unknowings of what's going on. But it's like, are you going to wake up? Are you going to understand? Are you going to put, that placement in your life and have that proper time and placement in your life to know that understanding of your spiritual journey? Mm. Ooh, what do we need more clarity of, Father? What do we need more clarity of? What do we need more clarity of, Father? Wait, one flipped over. Hold on. Yeah, you need more clarity about your grief. Okay, this is number 19, grief, West and Black. So what I'm hearing that's coming in is grief can be your teacher. Grief can be your teacher. And the grief being your teacher is giving you that understanding to the certain timeline of you, what needs to be fixed in you, what or how do you have to open up your heart, where do you need to be able to open up to place that trust again, because it's like the wounds are so planted so deep in you and you've held them for so long. It's like you are at certain levels, all of you are at certain levels of grief, and when you're at certain levels of grief, that means you're at all different levels of consciousness, right? So everybody is different where they're placed on their spiritual path. The thing is when you can surrender that and acknowledge those parts and bring them to the forefront and work through it all, it's like you're going to see the energy of the universe transform your life. It's going to be a force to be reckoned with. You're going to have that freedom and liberation. Okay? Yeah, it's like, I don't know. When it comes to this, it's like the universe is asking, can you and are you freely moving every single day with no pain, no resentment, no hurt. Okay. And anybody who says, oh, no, I'm not walking with any. Okay. Then the next question is, did you truly reach inside for this grief? Because when this card comes out, it's like some of you are as cold as stone because of your abandonment issues, because of the tear that you went through, because of the sexual abuse, mental, emotional, and spiritual abuse that you went through. The thing is grief needs to have awareness. Okay. So this act of awareness needs a name, right? Okay. Whether you call it the pain in the ass, whether you call it, marking the memories, it's, you have to name it so that when it comes to the forefront, you are the master of the grief that is holding you back. So Father is saying, where we have the most of the balancing out, it's like a lot of you fear of what you lost when it comes to relationships, when it comes to material things. Well, guess what? Material things you cannot bring with you to the next dimension. It's almost like the 5 of Cups. You have to salvage what you can on a spiritual level and a physical level, because when you go into the next dimension, all of what is here, poof, gone. It's like you rebuild. And a lot of people don't understand that. So it's, you have to understand the loss. Okay. And a lot of you are going to regret the fact, because it's like, well, I've got this, and this makes me happy. Well, if material things make you happy, okay, that tells me right there that you need to do the healing, because you had lack of when you were growing up. You grew up in poverty, okay? Because when your material possessions become the beneficiary of your life, your time, it is saying that that dark side has been holding you in with that anger and that pain, okay? And the ones who don't care about the material and monetary things, the thing is you could have had nothing, but you used your time wisely and use that process of aspiration to come into your wisdom, to make that transformation, to be that force to be reckoned with, because you work through your grief. And you're like, well, evidently God said it wasn't meant for me and I wasn't meant to have it. Because when he tells you no, it's because he's got a bigger yes. Okay. And so that's why it's up to you to be able to balance the light and the dark on an emotional level. So, wow. Okay. What is the lesson of power today, Father? What is the lesson of power? Yeah, there's number 11, truth, south, and red. This is where you need to get grounded. This is where you need to have that understanding. Okay. You need to be able to see the truth within this, because a lot of you are bypassing it. A lot of you push it down, suppress it. And basically, what I'm hearing is you're not living in your sacred truth, are you? You're not living in your sacred truth, because living in your sacred truth, everything wouldn't seem so bleak. Everything wouldn't be destroyed, because there is no growth of anything. Because you will not grow if you are not working, or if you are not planting seeds, if you are not working on you. And that's where it comes in of saying, look, have you found the leaves at the top of the tree yet? No, because you're down here fighting the root of the problem. And there's no way that you're going to be able to achieve, because right now you have hollow achievements, right? Because of the fact you're not being able to achieve, knowing the fact that you can't even find the top of the tree. You're so deeply rooted in everything that has become a major issue for you. Your focus is not where it needs to be focused. And I'm also hearing that you need to start trusting the people around you. You need to start trusting the people around you, because it's like this battleground, this nest inside of your chest that became this battleground because of the things that you went through. It's like you have made it this sacred place with that nest inside your chest. You have made it this sacred place where it holds your grief. It holds your grief. It keeps you in the stone, right? But where's the wisdom and enlightenment? You know, because this is a wisdom card, right? You isolate yourself for why? And then you wonder why nobody comes towards you, why you don't have relationships, why you're not out there, you know, creating memories. It's because you're living in this grief. Wow. So what is the fear today, Father, that's stopping them from their transformation? Yeah. 41 vision, east, and yellow. Because some of you set a vision and then you procrastinate. Some of you set a vision for a new beginning and you're not following through because that lack of self-confidence comes in because of that grief, because of what people told you. And you have to trust and believe in yourself. Everything they told you was a lie. Everything that they told you was to stop you from growing who you are and achieving your highest potential, because they were the agents, they were the Terrans, they were the messengers, you know, they were the lower energies that were the machine that was trying to cultivate you and pull you off of your passions, your desires, right? But the thing is holding your gateway and holding your vision means that you will achieve. You will achieve. But you need to be able to experience your life. You need to be able to experience your life and use that power of aspiration from the master teacher to use that wisdom for your new beginnings, to do that from unconditional love, to transform, to be that force. Yeah, to be that force. Wow. Yeah, because I'm telling you, we have 6-6. This is telling you, pay attention. Pay attention, because something about pay attention to your envidors, because you're seeing that the power of your intent has led you to that wheel of envidors, but that grief has brought you to a standstill. And now it's time for you to see the truth and hold your vision into a different light, because the angelic team is here, right? Wow. All right, let's see what the crystals have to say. Let's see what the crystals have to tell us. I need to flip or fly so that I know it's for the collective. Thank you. Yeah, look at Shungite is the spiritual enlightenment of cleanse yourself. Okay, you need to cleanse yourself in order for this transformation to take place. And the way they had me put this card, it was, you need to be the force that cleanses yourself and forces this transformation to come about by using your time wisely, aligning your stars for your blessings, to be able to explore the perimeters of your soul in that grief. Okay, so thank you, Father. What else do we need? I need it to flip or fly so I know that it's for us. I need it to flip or fly so that I know. Thank you. Yeah, because look at the tangerine quartz. This is a soul healing that is coming in, and it's for that infinite possibility. So when they have me put this in here on the truth of the transformation and the wisdom, it's like they're giving you the wisdom and the knowledge to be able to see your spiritual truth, to step into the light of your creation of who you are, to be able to transform and let it go. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. And we have 666. That's monstrous, monstrous, monstrous. I'm hearing, oh, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. They just pointed out 6666. So you have 4 6s. Okay, that is them telling you, alert, you need to pay attention, and you need to pay attention now because your time's going to be running out of your free flow. Because they can't keep holding space for you for the sacred ceremony of this transformation within you. It's like the architect needs to step in and do the soul healing and cleanse yourself so that you can see the truth and become grounded. All right, Father, what else do we need to know? I needed to flip or fly, so I know that it's for us. Thank you. Yeah, look, rose quartz. This is compassion. This is love. You know, this is right here. Here's rose quartz. Okay. And let me show you. Let me show you. Let me show you. So we have rose quartz, rose quartz, rose quartz, and rose quartz. Okay. The thing is when people say, oh, well, you can't be full of love and compassion. And, you know, is this person really that loving and that caring? Is the person really truly who they say they are? And it's like, yes, because our Father co-created them, right? And anybody who knows people, because look, 25 is broken down to 7. This is our Father about trusting and believing in and having faith. Okay. So it's because this unconditional love with the rose quartz. Oh, yeah. And right here, rose quartz. Okay. This unconditional love, it's like you asked not for material things. Okay. But you asked for the wisdom, you asked for the knowledge, just like Solomon did. Okay. And that's where you step into that power of aspiration as the master teacher. But you know how to hold your vision. You can hold your vision on target because everything you do is from love. And anybody who doesn't want to believe that doesn't see your worth, doesn't know your worth. They truly didn't get to know you. And therefore, they ain't standing in their truth. They don't know, because if they can sit there and cut you down on your divine path, when it comes to that, all they're doing is causing grief in their own life, because you're a blessing to their life. It's to help trigger them to be able to come into this healing, to get rid of their grief, to be able to surrender it so that they can come back fully to their full potential of who they are and what they're supposed to be doing, so that they're no longer wasting time wondering, well, where's the leaves on the tree? I'm deeply rooted and grounded in all this pain and suffering, but I just don't feel like I'm on top anymore. Okay. I feel like I'm stuck down in a rut. And that's because you have to transform it. You have to make a difference. Others can't do that for you. You have to be the one to not only cleanse and protect yourself, but you have to do the soul healing, and you have to have mad passion for it. You have to have dedication and devotion. You have to have that loyalty. And that honesty, and to speak that truth, right? Because you wear the belt of truth, and by doing that, you do everything from love. So when somebody says, oh, I don't believe they're that lovable, blah blah blah, well, if you ain't got to know them, shut your cake. Shut your cake. Okay. Because I'm telling you, you can't judge people. This is the aspiration, is don't judge. A pure, gentle, loving heart that comes from the ancient regal spiritual realms. Okay. It's very significant. All right. What else do we have, Father? What else do we have? All right. So he's saying the goddess want to say something. What did the goddess want to bring forth? I need it to flip or fly, so I know it's for us. What did the goddess want to say, Father? Yeah, you flipped right on the floor. Yeah. Aryanhood, okay? Again, Father says trust and believe. This is the time card, okay? On the spiritual level. So look, you have it on the physical realm and the spiritual realm of confirmation. And this is that time. This is that surreal element of being aware of who you are angelically. I love it. Let's see which ones fell on the ground. They're saying don't take them. Oh, okay. So he said don't take them, but I'm going to tell you what they are, okay? And this is benzigen, okay? And this is all about beauty of who you are, seeing the beauty in everything, right? And this is Kelly. This is the liberation. And this is why high the sun, okay? So that they said put them back. I just wanted you guys to see what it was. Now we're going to ask, what else do we need to know? What else do we need to know? Yeah, because and they're telling me, look at pure angelic being, very intuitive with the ancient regal knowledge, right? And this person took time to step into their true spiritual gift. And then we have Athena, baby. Athena is all about knowledge. It's that ancient wisdom and knowledge, right? So what did I tell you? This is the wisdom card. And you have the knowledge. So that's confirmation. Okay? Confirmation. And it's 32 and 5. So that's broken down to you as the angelic being. All right, Goddess, what else do we need to know? What else do we need to know? That's very powerful. Very powerful that it's coming out like that. Yeah, look, Sophia comes in with the divine wisdom, baby. I'm telling you, when you start fully seeing the truth on a spiritual, on the spiritual level of who you are, coming into the innocence of who you are, and seeing the signs and synchronicities and coming into that happy alignment, it's like you have the three goddess coming out here and saying, listen, in due time, you will get the knowledge of what the divine wisdom is trying to show you when it comes with that unconditional love to your soul healing, so that you can cleanse and let it go by holding your vision. Yeah, she came back out again. I'm telling you, it's beautiful. All right, what does the records need to tell us? What does the records need to set straight? Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and the little notification bell. Okay. All right. So then, yeah, look, the Ark of the Covenant. It's the divine path too, right? So Father's coming out and saying, listen, you are that rare gem. You are that precious gem. Good morning. Good morning. You are that precious gem. And look, they are protecting you. It's like working through all of this, the green tent is coming from your heart space, right? And you are protected in Father's tent. He's got the angels, the archangels, and the ascended masters, and the guardian angels, spirit guides, and kindred loved ones, and all the multidimensional realms protecting you every step of the way. But you are a precious gem, and you have gifts, skills, and talents that go above and beyond. So what else do we need to know? Yeah, it's written in the scribes. I'm telling you. Number 12 is broken down to the communication. Okay, so they are trying to give you communication when it comes to the soul healing, so that you can understand that anybody who is of love and light and is truly love and light, yeah, other people may be triggered, other people may slander and cut down and everything else, but that's just mirroring the fact that you have so much healing to do when you don't even know the soul that you are cutting down. It's like you see, but then you go and cut down. For what reason? Because it makes you feel more like a woman, more like a man? No. The thing is stop the judgment. Yeah, see? Even look, even your ancestors are coming through and saying, stop doing that. Okay? Because look at their foundation crumbled. The more that they sit and cut somebody down and ridicule them and everything else, it's written in the scrolls that, listen, you will crumble your foundation if you don't use your time wisely and to be able to come in. Because look at the Queen of Scrolls, she knows exactly what's going on in the spiritual realms. She knows exactly because she is a high priestess. She's an ancient regal, divine being that has the understanding, and she knows the Akashic records, and she knows what the spiritual, teams are coming in and saying to give the messages. And there's somebody, oh yeah, there's somebody that was not being so nice talking, and guess what? The reason why they're doing that is because it's a direct reflection of things that they need to heal and they don't like to hear it. Okay. And I'm the one that wears the belt of truth. I will speak the truth. I will put it out there rawly because that's what our Father wants us to do. And when you do that, you see how calm the waters are here, but they're sitting there reflecting, going, what do I do now? What do I do now? Because I'm not coming from a very nice place. Yeah, look, because you're the architect of your own life, right? And the sands of time, this is saying somebody's time is running out when it comes to stepping into your power of your spirituality with Father, right? Because the one of keys in the six of scrolls is Father saying, yeah, he's coming to his timeline with it. He's done. He's done of the work not being done because his watch, look, his watch is different from our watch, right? This is the time card. You just stay deeply rooted and grounded in all the grief and pain and not learning the lessons and not having that true understanding. But he's saying, listen, he's giving you the communication that your time's running out. And so looking back on this, it's like he's telling you, when he says time's up, time's up, time's up. When he tells you time is up, time is up. And what he means by that is like, you're going to start seeing everything in your life, because it comes right here. Everything is going to start to crumble. Everything is going to start to crumble. And so either you can build it up or you can watch it crumble. Wow. Okay, so some of you can be born in 73. Some of you born in 75. Okay. So then they're pointing out 111. It's like, watch your thoughts. Watch your thoughts, because your thoughts set your intent, and your intent sets how that transformation takes place. And it's like, if you're going to sit there and put a fence around your consciousness, you better have a little consideration for all the choices that you're making, because you're putting a block on yourself. Yeah, I'm telling you. Look. Ooh, baby, baby. Yeah, look at that. Because the master teacher is waking up the soul tribe to have that greater understanding what needs to take place. And with it taking place is having that passion to help others get to their higher self, right? And look at the king and queen came out. Okay, so here's a twin flame partnership, right? And she's all balanced, and he's looking and he's like, whoa, mama, hot diggity dog. Come on, baby, start my fire, because the queen is completely balanced and the king is very loyal, very strong, very protective, and he's willing to go with the flow, right? Because he now sees what she's worth. He now sees what she's worth. And to know that on a spiritual level, she could bring massive blessings and creative ideas that will make this king and queen even more successful. because willing to go through the changes, this divine being is balanced between her dark and her light. And that's why she is a pure angelic master teacher, right? Because she knows exactly what she's doing. So, all right, let's get a soul's truth. Nope, they said before a soul's truth, they want from the heart. What does the heart have to say? What does the heart have to say? Yeah. Seek and you shall find, right? Seek and you shall find, because this is the Hermit card. This tells me that a lot of people are sitting in introspection. A lot of people are sitting in isolation. A lot of people have isolated themselves off to just be in the area with just them, right? Because they trust and believe their self, they follow their heart, and it's like they don't want to be able to trust and believe in somebody else. But spirit's coming in and saying, listen, this is all about trust and believe. Okay? This is all about communicate. This is all about going in and seeing that you need to take action, that you need to take action and come to the horizon, because number 9 is about birthing new ideas, right? And it's about things coming to fruition. Yeah. What did I say? We had another 9 come out. So you have 9, 9. This is endings and beginnings. So Father's getting ready where he's saying, time's up. Time's up. And if you're going to still sit around in isolation and not trust and believe because of the fact that you don't want to go through these cycles of changes, you want to live in that darker, deeper fear that is stopping you from the powerful lessons that he is giving. And that's significant because that's stopping your transformation and your healing. Yeah. Okay. So this comes down to where it is the the Ace of Swords. This is like the Ace of Swords. Okay. This is clarity to believe. Okay. With the Ace of Swords, this means you will be victorious when you make that change and transformation. This means that you stand in your power and people will see your potential. Okay. And you will get the clarity, because it's like with the 9 of Swords, this person would rather sit and be in depression, anxiety, despair. And they're trying to get the clarity that is coming through. But I keep hearing the fact that somebody is not trusting and believing, and somebody is wanting to cut down somebody else because they trigger them to do the healing process. So, which I've had a lot of that happen. But look, this is the passion. This comes with that passion to be the master teacher, right? And if you see 313, that means that you're coming together with your twin flame. That means Father is supporting you and your divine masculine to balance out them emotions, because you've already got them balanced. You're waiting for the king. Where'd he go? You're waiting for the king to be able to come through and speak his truth, right? All right, Father, what else do we need to know? What else do we need to know, please? Need it to flip or fly so that I know it. Thank you. Oh, you didn't come back. So, all right. Yep. There it is. 7-7. This is big changes. Pay attention. Big changes are coming when it comes to the intuitive ones who are getting the 7th chakra, which is the crown chakra. This is information from the higher realms, from our Father coming in. Yeah. And the fact is they embrace every message that comes in. So again, you could be seeing 333. This, pay attention, because this person is very dedicated at what they do to help others come in and to be able to heal and go with the flow, right? Because when you go with the flow, what is this? This is like the Wheel of Fortune. This is like your destiny, okay? And if this was in reverse, you would have been getting karma for the directions that you've been going, but it was in the upright. Okay, so this is the destiny. This is you as the angelic being having that passion to follow, look, the crown chakra in the right direction to be able to come into your full awakening of who you are. Yeah, because there's so much isolation. I'm hearing so much isolation that you need to ground yourself. Okay, you need to become deeply rooted and grounded, because right here you're deeply rooted and grounded in all this grief and emotions. So all right, what does the soul want us to know? What does the soul want us to know, Father? What does the soul want us to know? Do I surround myself with people who lift me up? Confirmation. Okay. Are you wasting your time with people who don't give two shits about you? Are you wasting your time with people who are not there to support you and see your potential? Because the thing is, your greatest potential is what they should be seeing. Your worth is what they should be seeing. Because if they don't, then they don't need to be in it, right? They don't need to be in your energy, right? Yeah, be selective on who you surround yourself with. What is the most limiting belief keeping me from what I want right now? The thing is you need to look the belief in the eye, and you need to say, hey, where's this place in my life? Where do I go? How do I upgrade? How do I own it? You know, how do I disown the results of what is not for me? And how do I believe in being deeply rooted and grounded of that transformation of what I need to do? Does my life have room for more pleasure and play? Oh, always. Always. The thing is what pleasures you right now? How playful can you be? You know, it's like, what is lacking from your life right now that you can't have fun and be spontaneous and, you know, make them pleasures available to you? And knowing that you can produce anything that you want, it's like, how do you make room for it? Well, you have to clear out the grief in order to make room for the new, right? Where am I called to use my voice right now? You're called to use your voice when it comes to expressing your story, expressing the things that took you down a place, but it made you better of who you are today. It's like using your story as a testimony to help heal others, to let others know in this world they are not alone. They are not alone, okay? It's like so many people want to hide theirs because it's like, oh, I'm going to hide mine because I want people to think I'm just this perfect, innocent being. Nope, that ain't possible. We are imperfectly perfect, flaws and all. And the thing with that, what I say is like, anybody who thinks they are perfect beyond perfect, no, they're living a lie, because there's no way we can be perfect, okay? I'm not perfect. I don't know it all. I only know what the wisdom and knowledge that he gives me to put out there as the healer, you know, and use my gifts and my talents and my stories and experiences to be able to help heal and do the communication that he wants, because I am very abundant in that dedicated effort for the healing of others to stand in their power of who they are. All right, he said, we'll finish this up here, and then I have a message that I'm supposed to put out, and it will be beautiful. So I need it to flip or fly, Father, so that we know. 2 more shuffles. Need it to flip or fly so that we know it's for this message, because this is on the divine path, and they need to be walking the divine path. And that divine path doesn't mean that you follow others. It means you blaze your own trail. It means everything that you have gone through, you are the architect. You are building your own life. And the only way to do that is to be able to make the changes that are needed, right? Yeah, look. Oh, I caught two of them. The other two fell on the floor and the other one landed right here. Yeah, because look, you will get rewards and recognition for who you are. And the people who truly see your worth and see that you stand in your integrity and know that you have that self confidence, they're the ones that will be able to be allowed into your energy. The ones that don't want to see it, the ones who want to judge you, God's going to make sure they don't come into your path. Because the thing is you do everything from your heart space, the gentleness of your heart, because you dream big, because you know spiritually, yeah, somebody's talking crap right now about me, but that's okay. I forgive them. The thing is I dream big because spiritually I know where I'm going, because I'm very abundant, and that's where all of you should be feeling and knowing, because you are that innocent soulful being that he co-created you to be. So what else do we need to know, Father? What else do we need to know? Thank you. Yeah, because we're the divinity of God, and the divinity of God is love. Because you stand in your power, and the deck cut on break free and have clear thinking. So here's the thing that, I'm hearing right now, the ones who are so willing to judge and cut down others by appearance or by the way they talk or by the way that they shine their light and trigger them. The thing is when they look in the mirror, they don't like when other people are talking about them and, putting them down. So it's like that smoking mirror. Why would you do it if you know? Yeah, look, the community does this. People in the community does this no matter where you are. Told you, energetically, it is a repeated cycle that people do this and don't even realize. It's like what's fair for the goose is fair for the gander, and you don't understand that what you're doing to other people who are very innocent, who are very worthy, and who have been put in your life on your divine path as a blessing, you're destroying and sabotaging that blessing. That is correct. Yep. So find that balance and be able to have that adaptability. You need to find that duality and have that greater understanding that you shouldn't be judging nobody. You should be in here making it a force to be reckoned with, of doing your transformation and getting the wisdom and knowledge, okay, so that you can stand in your power and not waste no more time, because there's so much more things that you are meant to be doing. Yeah, look, two of wands. That's beautiful. 22. This is all about a stable foundation, right? This is all about coming in and saying, look at, one day you will discover and you will make progress, okay? And you will build a stronger foundation. What else do we need to know, Father? I'm telling you, look, the Six of Pentacles is the growth of giving and receiving, okay? If you want things to be equal, you need to do your part. You need to do your part. And if you want it to be equal in the community, because the Six of Pentacles and the Three of Cups, this is about giving and receiving equally in the community. Yeah. Being persistent and resilient on everything that you do. There's some type of communication that is coming through that has kept you in this feeling of loss and regret. Okay. But look, you're manifesting a new enterprise. There's a completion coming in. This is the 10 of Cups. And the 10 of Cups is because God ordained it, right? And it's with the King of Pentacles, somebody who's very down to earth, very loving, very kind. Ooh, there's also a King of Swords. So you could have two offers coming in. Yep. There's a choice. There's two kings coming in. So take it how it resonates. Take it how it resonates. Wow. 3. I'm hearing 3. Wow. Look. You got the King of Pentacles, the King of Cups, and the King of Swords. So this could be Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. This could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and this could be Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Doesn't have to be. Okay. but there's 3 kings coming in. So there's going to be a divine choice, okay? Because I'm hearing 2 are not the real deal and the 1 is the real deal. And you will know energetically because Father will show you. Look, with the 9 of Pentacles, this is about that wealth and that establishment. You will feel something on a soul level, okay? This ain't going to be surface level. It ain't going to be about material things. You will feel that prosperity. You will see the great potential and you will be able to manifest together. So that's beautiful, beautiful. All right, Father. So I'm closing the portal on this reading here, but I am going to bring up beings. Today is a very significant day that I need just a minute of you guys' time when it comes to this, because it's important to me. And when Father's talking about on the divine path, when it's talking about this healing, when it's talking about grief, today is a very significant day for anybody who is very into music, who uses music as an Achilles for their healing and great understanding by the people who are lyrically putting it out there. But I just want everybody to put, a green heart down in the comments, because today would be Chris Cornell's birthday. And it is the day that Chester Bennington took his own life because of his grief, because of his pain. And so I want them to be remembered, okay? Chester Bennington is from Limp Bizkit, and Chris Cornell, he comes from Soundgarden and Audio Slave, and there was another one that he was in. I don't know. They had their other smaller little ones when they first started. But the thing is we need to be able to go and show the love, because even though they're successful. Oh, did I freeze up? Okay. Even though that they were very successful, they are a spirit being having that human experience. And the grief that they went through was a very sad day. Okay. It was a very sad day, but they need to be remembered because some of their lyrics in their song, impeccable with how they put out their emotions, how they, I'm just getting up my green heart because to me it's very important. I'm going to put 4 green hearts for both of them and for the families who are going through the healing. Um, you know, if you actually take the time to listen to the music and listen to the lyrics, these people who have these beautiful gifts that are guided by the universe, and gifted by God of what they're doing, they're telling you their painful testimonies of what is going on through their music. And that's why some of you can relate. That's why some of you are drawn to the songs and stuff. And it's like, you really need to be able to understand that they go through the same things that we do. Just because they're musicians doesn't mean that they're not a normal human being that are hurt mentally, emotionally, sexually, physically, spiritually. I mean, they are affected. And every time this day comes up, it's like Chester and Chris were best friends, okay? And I followed their music, oh my gosh, for a long time. When Soundgarden came out, when Audio Slave, it's like, and Limp Bizkit, it's like I followed them for a very long time, and they became good friends, But the thing is they also went through so much pain and so much grief. And Chester Bennington, like I said, his grief made him take his life on his best friend's birthday, which is today. So happy birthday, Chris Cornell. We love you. We miss you. We cherish all the music that you wrote. Same with you, Chester Bennington. And like I said, even when April comes around, April 21st, Prince, okay? Prince is from my hometown. I've hung out with that man. We partied in downtown Minneapolis, it's like they're amazing people, but they too go through the grief. And they both worked so hard on cutting off their addictions. You know, people wanted to judge them, but they worked so hard to be able to get rid of their addictions, to be there for their family, to work on their things. But they felt alone. And that's the one thing. We are never alone. And Talinda, beautiful. I mean, she has made, it's called 320 direction, okay? Because Chester was born on March 20th, okay? The thing is she has this website for people who are thinking about suicide or who are down on that level. Go look it up. Her name is Talinda Bennington. It's called 320 Direction. And she named it after that because that is Chester's birthday, okay? Chester would have been 47, and Chris Cornell would have been, let's see, who was, I gotta remember here because he passed away a couple months before, because he was doing a show up in Minneapolis when they found him on his tour bus. And like I said, music is my Achilles. So it's like my pain that I feel for the families of everything that they go through. Just know that don't look at them differently, okay? If you see a musician, you know, who is an addict, they're an addict for the same reason that one of you were an addict, okay? It's because something traumatic happened to you and that was their gateway out. But that doesn't make them bad people. That's where that no judgment comes in, okay? Your higher consciousness says you really need to pay attention of the lyrics, the things that they're singing, because they're expressing. Because when it came down to it, a lot of people, they look at it like, yes, they make these excellent songs, right? It's because of their pain, but nobody really paid attention to the cry out of what them songs were meaning, right? And it's like he felt all alone. He felt all alone. And, you know, like I said, I don't know him on a personal level. I just know that I have seen him many times in concert. I know that he's got a beautiful family. I know Talinda has co-created something so beautiful for anybody who is down on that level. You know, just like Godsmack, they created the Scars Foundation, okay? So there's two. So if anybody is suffering, anybody needs any type of that mental stability or anything like that, it's like you have me and you have these two foundations that I just spoke of, because they're there to help. Okay, they're there to help. And when Sully, Shannon, Tony, and Robbie from Godsmack created the Scars Foundation, that shows the loving heart that they had, because they've all gone through it too. They've all gone through it too. You know, it's like they're real people, and people need to understand. Stop judging people. Stop judging people, and see that their songs speak their pain. If you ignore their pain and think, oh, well, this is just a great song, you know, great job, you know, this one killed it this time. The thing is I know that was a bad analogy to say, you know, that they killed the song this time, but it's like, how can I express it? It's, don't judge them if they have to step away from their co-creations to better themselves, because that's them being that force to be reckoned with, to go in and make that transformation, because they know they're a gift to the world. They know they're a healing source for the world. And they're using their wisdom, their pain, and their knowledge of everything that they've experienced, which they haven't experienced everything. None of us have. But they experienced enough to know that they were put on this earth to co-create. And so, like I said, put the green hearts down, put red hearts, you know, red, green, show the love, because today is the day. It's Chris Cornell's birthday, and it's Chester Bennington's rest in peace day. But they were amazing. Limp Bizkit, Soundgarden, Audio Slave. I mean, they came through some pretty dark things, okay? And this is what I'm talking about is don't be judging people on their journey. Don't judge what they go through. We are here to be pillars of strength for each other, to change this world, to bring equally in for people to understand. Our pain does not define who we are. Our change and transformation shows the definition of who we are. It shows the empowerment that we have. It shows the motivation. It shows the inspiration. And that's how their music, I don't look at music as a genre. I look at it as a frequency because, like I said, the 440 hertz to the 432 hertz, them are healing that can physically heal physical pain and illnesses, right? And depending on what frequency they're using, their co-creation speaks to me of what pain setting that they're in, something that they may be going through that they don't put out there publicly. It speaks a lot to me on a spiritual level, and a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people want to judge me and get pissed at me because I trigger them. Well, good. All I could say is love to you, because I am put here to be able to trigger you, to take that next step. Because when all feels lost, it's like I'm going to be that force to help you bring back that freedom and liberation, to help you make that transformation and to grow into even bigger than you already were by using the wisdom and knowledge that I have been given to be that ancient regal power of aspiration, right? To unstick you from the roots that you have been drowning in, that grief that you've been holding in, to be able to see your truth, that everything will fall away and you can ignite something brand new by holding your vision and lighten up the dark. That's right. So I'm telling you, it's like, give great appreciation for the musicians, you know, for everybody, It's not just the musicians, okay? Even for us musicians, man, even for us musicians that are doing stuff to do that healing, and the magicians who are using their resources. Yeah, it's like, do you understand me clearly now? Can you hear me now? Ding-a-ling-ling. It's like ding-a-ling-ling. No, but anyways, what I'm saying is, it's like, respect is a huge thing. Understanding is a huge thing. And my heart goes out to Chester's and to Chris's family and all his friends who lost two magnificent people. I mean, they were extraordinary. They were so gifted and so talented. And I remember when they first started, back in the day, I remember because I was driving my 78 Gutless Cutlass, But the thing is I remember when it came out, and it's like, I had to go get it. And as he kept doing his songs, both of them, it's like I sit there and listen, and I could tell the pain that they were going through. But it's like, when you're not on that level as a musician, okay, some of them don't want to talk to you. Some of them don't want to speak to you. Some of them, say, hey, you can message me, or you can reach out to us at yada yada yada, and then you do, and they completely ignore you. That's understandable, okay, because they got so many people coming at them. But when you know that you could be that healing source to help, to give them a better understanding, to let them know that they're not alone, because all lives matter. All lives matter. And I can't stress it enough, because every day or not every day, but every time July 20th comes, every time April 21st comes, I mean, we lost some amazing musicians, you know, Amy Winehouse, Prince and the Revolution, Chester Bennington, Chris Cornell, Dimebag Darrell, Vinny. I mean, you're the riff gods. I'm talking, you know, I'm sorry, but like I said, music is my Achilles. And I just want people to know that it doesn't matter what status quo you're at or where you're at or what you've been blessed with. It's like right here, open your heart and understand these people go through real trauma like us too. They go through the real hurts and pains. They go through the addictions, the abuse, mentally, emotionally, physically, sexually, you know, and spiritually. It's like where their faith is tested, their faith is broken. They step backwards just like we do. Okay, because we're not perfect, we're imperfectly perfect, flaws and all. So I just wanted to put that out there. You know, I cherish all of the musicians who tell their story. I have mad respect and mad love for them because when it comes to a spiritual level, what they sing about, I listen to it and it's like I feel the pain, the grief. It's like being right there next to them, but on a soul level, you have a greater understanding. So, yeah, I just needed to put that out there because I will never forget these two. I will never forget the ones, you know, who I grew up with, okay? And the ones that are coming in now that I have been attached to, but I could tell you I'll never let them lay rest, okay? Never, never, because you know we have Dimebag Darrell and Vinny's stuff coming up too. I mean, Dimebag, he was a riff god. Okay, Vinny was an elite drummer, and when he after Dime had passed, which I have a book signed, and uh Warlock, a Warlock like Dimebag used. I have my black and white Warlock. Um, But the thing is I have a signed book from Dimebag and his CDs and everything. I mean, they told a story. And then when Vinny and his opened up, hell yeah, it was like, hell yeah, you know, it's like, do this. And it broke my heart, you know, that after the pain of losing them, of course, Dimebag didn't have a choice. You know, it was a fan that was out of control. So, you know, understand that too. It's like they have to protect themselves when they're up there and doing their thing, right? But Vinny, it was because of the natural heart causes, you know. But I'm telling you, it's like these people truly go through it. And when people don't take the time to see, and it's like you're ripping and drooling all over these people, it's like they're human beings. They're human beings that go through trials and tribulations. You know, they go through massive breakups and everything else. And it's just a never ending cycle. So, like I'm saying, I appreciate the frequencies. I appreciate the articulation of their lyrics, of the way they use their gift and their talent to put it out there. So I just want to say, Chester and Chris, love you. I love your music. I love everything that you've spoken your music. It has helped heal so many people. I greatly appreciate you. I love you. I love you so, family. Thank you, Luana. I love you, sister. Yes, I love this reading tonight too. It's beautiful and it's all about the divine path, you know? So it's a greater understanding that when it comes to humanity, we need to be seeing it as equal, you know, stop this judging and stuff like that and really focus on healing the grief because it'll make the world a much better place. So I love all of you. And like I said, sometimes you get tongue twisted and it's like, you know, but anyways, I don't care what people think of me as because I am who I am and I love who I am. So, you got to have that laughter in there too. It can't always be serious, like, okay, or be like, now I'm just playing around. Look, it's like, excuse me, what time is it? 8:30. That's 11. That's the divine path. All right. I love you all. And I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is the last day of the sacred transformation. I'm telling you, you guys are amazing. Soul family, you've put in a lot of hard work. Thank you for the dedication and the devotion. Um, Tomorrow is going to be a little different, but then we're going to start something even deeper. But there's going to be more energetic reads that are coming through, is what I'm going to be doing now because I'm changing my schedule around to make sure that we do it. Well, tomorrow we'll also do a voting on a specific time that will work good for everybody when we do this sacred relationship. Okay. So, love you all. God bless you. May all your wishes, dreams, goals, and desires come true. Love you. And I will see you tomorrow. All right. Peace.